morning. We are finally finished with work and editing video, and now we are headed to the first showing of the day of period of the new Assassin's Creed movie. I'm excited, but probably not as excited as him. Mr. Assassin himself. Look at that jacket. You can't really see the...
No, I don't have any of the...
Yeah, you saw it in the Renaissance Fair videos.
Actually, where is my jacket? Or my shirt?
Munchie's closet.
I will go change it.
I'll put an iCard up of our, which one? The kids. We took the kids to Renaissance Fair and he had his whole costume on. It was great. So we're about to walk out the door. The movie is at 7:30. And we're going to the theater in Laurel that has the reclining seats. Maybe we'll be able to get some food first. Probably not, because I think we're gonna be a little late. So yeah, that's the plan. We will see you in the theater, and if not in the theater, you will definitely see us afterwards for a review.
Alright, so we are in fact on the way to see the Assassin's Creed movie. I have been waiting for this since, about 5 seconds after they announced it.
I was gonna say, when did they announce it?
A long time ago. Michael Fassbender's been part of the project for like 2 years. Back when they hadn't even announced who he was going to play, I was still thinking he was going to end up being Desmond. Oh, wouldn't that have been great if they actually did Desmond?
So this isn't based on any of the, I mean,
no,
the concept is based on a game, but it's a new story.
It's completely separate from anything in the game. It is in the Assassin's Creed world, which means he has to be a descendant of one of the ancient assassins. He's got to track back to... Right. Well, that all depends. They haven't been very clear in the movie if he's going to take place before or after Subject 17, which was Desmond, or any of the other subjects that have come before him, or how he's going to interact. Realistically, it could be further in the future and he could be a descendant of Desmond's family, or it could be further back where Desmond hasn't happened yet. And dear God, I really hope that they at least acknowledge the whole Desmond line, because that's where Creed really got its steam going. And all of the games after Creed have really, either you're going to do a movie about the past, or you're going to do a movie about the future, or I guess the present, rather. And the game started off with what's happening now is what really matters. You're just playing the stuff from the past to figure out how it's going to affect the present. And given the fact that they're starting it off in a very Desmondy way, where it's the Animus and they're trying to figure out stuff about the Eden objects, it makes sense that they're going to do something like they did in Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3, where it's got Desmond, future, present-y stuff in it.
Well, we will certainly find out.
Now, the beauty to a movie like this, and the games, is that you can essentially make it go on forever, because you're going to sit there and move the present-day story along in small bits, compared to the past. Why? Because more of the past equals a little bit of the future, and that really works out to keeping people engaged. So if they do this right, and they give me that present day story that I've been really missing, I will be thrilled with this movie.
That's a red light.
Go, Gadget, no go. Okay.
Go, Gadget.
Grab the little black thing. Angle change.
My eyes look really like buggy and beady. Probably because I'm just real tired.
They won't see me.
That's what Zoe thinks. We're over that real quick.
I can't see the lights.
Oh.
We're not far enough that way for me to be able to see further. It's already blocked by the roof. I've got to be like that to see it.
I was gonna say, that is the one thing I've noticed. You know you have floppy paddles, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that.
I was like, why are
I
you
drive a stick shift.
steering with my automatic shifter?
Because I drive a stick shift. And for the record, it's essentially the same thing.
Floppy paddles to use, because the only time I ever use them is by accident, and I always feel like I'm gonna blow up. Yeah, you might want to be careful around here. There's always 50 million cops around here. The last time I came through here, there were. Alright.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
I'm gonna turn this off, just in case we do get arrested. We don't want any video evidence of the crime being committed.
They won't catch me, I am an assassin. Assassin. We may have bombed a little on the recording in the theater part, and
Well, we were very late to the movie.
yeah, we tried to get the teeniest, tiniest meal before we went in, and it may have delayed us right up to when the movie started, which is sad. The traffic sucked, as you guys may have saw. There was a slow guy that caused us some grief.
Yep.
That said, we did see the movie.
Now we're on our way home.
She liked it.
I liked it for what it was. I took the movie at face value as a not super fan of Assassin's Creed. As a completely gratuitous Assassin's Creed movie, it's like they took my game and they put it on the screen. The parkour was great, the wall running was great, the fight scenes were great, except for maybe a little choppy. We might have been sitting a little close.
It was definitely a little on the choppy side. The director really should have
Yeah, I'm
been a
assuming.
little less. I don't know. I want to say the movement was too fast. It was so fast in some cases
Right.
that you couldn't see what would normally be a very gorgeous fight scene between an assassin and a Templar. It was just a whole lot of
Yeah.
crap. Oh,
Yeah.
he's dead now.
So
But-
as a gratuitous Assassin's Creed movie, it was pretty good. We got about 2 hours in and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, they're wrapping up this movie and we only have like 20 minutes left. Like, how are they going to take all of this like hour and a half and wrap it up in 20 minutes? It felt rushed at the end.
It did.
But then also just a giant setup for another movie.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm viewing this. Is this looks more of a setup for a trilogy, quintilogy, something like that, than they ever had as an idea for a standalone. It looked like it was.
There's no way this stands alone.
Well, no, but you essentially wind up at the end with 3 main assassins, and what they could do with at this point is you could spin off a movie for each of them and keep it going for a while because of the way this game/series is designed to be. With that said, my take on it is, without giving away a whole lot,
I'm going to flash spoiler alert on the screen right here.
and I'm going to try to do this right. It's going to give away a little, but not a whole lot. To me, the movie felt more like it was a retelling of the Desmond storyline without Desmond as the character. Instead, they used Callum. So I hope that doesn't give too much away, because certainly there are huge, gigantic differences between Cal's story and Desmond's story. I mean, huge departures. However, it seems like a retelling. It seems like you're starting in Abstergo, you're starting as this guy, and just like in the games, things don't seem quite as right as you'd expect. And, you know, the rest of the game/movie takes place after that. But it seems like a very similar setup to AC1. Is that non-spoilerish enough?
Yes, because only the true Assassin's Creed fans will get that.
Exactly. Other than that, from just a standpoint of it was an Assassin's Creed movie, it was good. I kept looking for throwbacks or something, just anything really, that showed that the games exist, that there is some parallel in these worlds, that Desmond existed, that Edward or Arno or Altair, Ezio, I guess Connor too, Jacob, Evie, you know, Elise, that any of those people actually existed. No, but she was part of the stuff.
Yes, she was part of the story.
I wanted to see that they existed. I didn't need to see them front and center, and maybe some of that stuff showed up on the screen, but it just whizzed by too quickly for me to catch it in the theater for the first go. I'm really hoping that if we can do a freeze frame on some of those glass walls where it showed like the trees, the family trees,
maybe, but
I'm hoping you see just something there that points back to the game, because if you have an Assassin's Creed movie with absolutely nothing as a link to the game, I'm not saying that it's a crime. I'm saying you've missed a real opportunity to make the fans of the game really go, oh, that's so cool, they included that in this, there's a link, because that is what us geeky types like. We want to see the link between.
You said you gave the movie a 7 out of 10.
I did, and the reason is partially because I was very focused on expecting a few things. I was very focused on trying to find things in it. And I think it may have been a better movie if I wasn't looking quite so hard to find justification of watching it. So, all in all, it's not a bad movie. In fact, I think my exact words to Sarah at the end were, I didn't dislike the movie. I'm just not sure how much I liked the movie. As expected, and I guess semi-promised, Sarah said I would be online checking out the Assassin's Creed stuff before the end of the night, and she was right. Turns out there are some Easter eggs, none of which make a damn bit of difference. I don't know that it's enough to satisfy me as a Creed guy, but apparently the guy that runs Abstergo in the movie, which is Riken, he shows up in an email in, I think, Assassin's Creed 1. So when you break free as Desmond and go looking around and you get on a computer and you look at one of the emails, apparently one of those is from Riken. Not exactly a huge Easter egg. Apparently some of the weapons from Assassin's Creed mainstays also show up as well. Connor Kenway's bow, Edward and his flintlock pistols, and apparently Evie Fry's cane sword shows up. But my thing is that you've got to be really, really eagle-eyed to see all of that, because I was watching, I was looking, and I wasn't able to pick up on a lot of that stuff. You do see what looks like Ezio's hook blade from, I think it's Revelations. That does kind of show up for half a second whizzing by some stuff, and there's a bunch of stuff that they've got lying around in cases, but for the most part it's really, really difficult to pick up on. There were some Easter eggs. There just weren't any more overtly obvious Easter eggs. The only Easter eggs that were there seemed to be weapons and a name. Hopefully others that have access to this can go through it a little bit better with a fine-tooth comb, freeze framing, and take a look. I certainly hope to do that once I've got a copy of it. Here's to hoping.
I'm going to bed. So I'm going to close out this video while he stays back there and reads up on his Assassin's Creed Easter eggs to prove himself right, I guess. So I'm gonna say goodnight here. He might pop up afterwards. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching. We really appreciate you watching, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you can see more videos from us in the future. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.